What do you attribute this to? Is there a sense that Democrats have taken the African-American vote for granted?
Oh, it's not a sense. It's just the reality. If you think about it, what exactly have Democrats done for Black people specifically in the first 2 years of the Biden administration? If you look at some of the promises made in 2020, you had the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, which they wanted to pass. We never got a vote on it. If you look at the Freedom Summer of 2020 and the call for police reform, there was calls for the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Never got a vote on it. There were conversations even about H.R. 40, which is going to be the study commission on reparations, which means it's John Conyers pushed for 40 years, and then that baton was picked up by Sheila Jackson Lee and never made it out of committee. So for many African-American voters, it seems that, 2 weeks before the election every year, they come in and say, well, this is the most important election of your lifetime. We really need your vote. We need your support. And then as soon as you win, oh, my bad, we forgot. We ran out of time. Maybe next time. And I think that that's starting to fall on deaf ears.
That was a pretty comprehensive and complete indictment of the Democratic Party, I will say. Think about the Georgia Senate race. So unusual, first time in history to have 2 African-American men on the ballot for a U.S. Senate seat in Georgia, no less. President Obama comes. Does simply turning out the African-American vote have the potential to be deleterious, shall I say, to Warnock because Walker is as popular and as much of a hometown hero?
Well, let's understand something with this Walker versus Warnock debate, primary. Georgia has become the 3rd least elastic state when it comes to voters in the nation. That is no longer about swinging those suburban housewives or the white working class voters. It's all about turning out your base. So what President Obama showing up is about turning out that Democratic base, which has been significantly softened in the past several months. We saw in the month of September, Democrats wasted the entire month of September in Georgia. Warnock had a lead, so he played it very safe and kind of coy at the debate instead of really hammering Herschel Walker on some of these issues. Secondarily, you had Stacey Abrams issuing a statement saying, well, Black men vote for me, I'll win. Not mentioning she's down like 30 points with white women, and it kind of set off this culture war in the state where we're going back and forth about statements about Killer Mike instead of talking about Stacey Abrams' campaign. So hopefully President Obama can shore that up.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. He'll be there. I wanted to get you on this. It does seem as though we're in a very odd place. The Congressional Black Caucus just announced that it was endorsing and giving money to a white male Republican, a white male Democrat in Indiana over an African-American female, Jennifer Ruth Green, who's running against him. I'm wondering if this sort of real tribalism of party is not at least turning off some African-American voters as much as it is making them, what, apathetic?
Particularly with young African-American male voters, if you listen to them speak, they will say exactly that. We saw something similar with Ayanna Pressley when she ran. The African-American woman who ran for mayor of Boston. You saw the DNC endorse the white male candidate in that race. That very often the party mechanics and party apparatus takes over when it comes to these races. You can go back to the Obama first race in 2008 versus Hillary Clinton, when almost all the members of the Congressional Black Caucus endorsed Hillary Clinton over Barack Obama. So it's long been that way, and this is why the party has had a lot less sway with younger voters. You're not really going to send Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi down to Southwest Atlanta to campaign to some young Black kids at the bus stop, and because of that, they don't have the ability to talk to those voters, motivate them to come out.
The image of Nancy Pelosi down on the south side of Atlanta it made me chuckle. Hey, Robert, it's good to see you as always. We appreciate that, both the candor and the directness. It's good to see you.
Thanks so much. Anytime.
Yes, sir. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.